Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be going over 8 of my favorite ways to make a little bit of extra money online as a side hustle. Now these are 8 things you can do in your spare time to start making a little bit of extra money without having to go out and find some form of a second job. Now let me be clear that these are things that are going to take some time and they're also going to take some work, some more than others, but these are all ideas that you can start to use to start making a little bit of extra money without having to spend anything up front or invest anything up front. Before I get started, don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel, and leave any video ideas or topics you want to hear about in the comment section down below. These are not ideas designed to make you rich or make you a millionaire, although a few of these are the first steps in that direction. But they're relatively easy to get started, and if one of these sounds like a good fit for you and you could use some extra money right now, then I highly recommend giving them a shot. So let's get into it. Number 1, social media management. A very cool way to make some extra cash on a consistent basis without having to invest a lot of time is to do social media management for small businesses. Most businesses still struggle with their social media and don't have the personnel in place to handle the constantly digital changing world. So if you have some social skills and you know how to engage on social and create solid postings, then this could be a good fit for you. I've managed countless social media accounts for small businesses, and I can tell you that it's a great way to earn some extra money. The space is becoming more and more crowded. However, if you have an industry that you know super well, maybe an industry that you've got some experience working in, then you'll have a lot better shot at finding social media gigs. We're not talking about starting a digital agency and making $100,000 a month or anything like that, because that requires a lot more skill and training and the ability to put together marketing campaigns. But just managing social media is still a skill that is valued in the marketplace, and small businesses will pay you anywhere from $500, $700, maybe even $1,000 a month to properly manage and market their brand via social media. Number 2, rent out your apartment on Airbnb. So this is something that I actually tried a couple of years ago and ended up having to cancel last minute, unfortunately. But if you own or rent a house or apartment, a good strategy to use is to rent out your unit for a couple of nights during the month to people. Obviously, you want to make sure that you approve this with your landlord if you are renting. You don't want to go around any contractual obligations that you have. But people will pay you anywhere from $50 to $400 per night to rent out your place, obviously depending on the location and the size of it. And it can be a great way to make some quick cash. Obviously, everybody's situation is different. If you have roommates, you'll obviously have to work this out with them. But if it's just you and maybe one other person, coordinate a time when you guys are both going to be away, or find a time when they're going to be out of town for a few days and rent the place out for the weekend. You can just sleep at a friend's house for a couple days and pocket a couple $100. Now, some places will be harder to do this than others. An apartment complex, for instance, is going to be significantly more challenging than a house would be. And especially if you have an on-site property manager, he's typically not going to be okay with this. But if you have a more isolated type of situation, and it doesn't have to be like it is on the screen here, it just can be in a house in a regular neighborhood, then you're typically not going to have any problems having guests stay there for a couple nights per month. I actually attempted to rent out my apartment a few years back, and I actually had about 10 days leased out for a total of about $1,400, only to have to cancel the bookings last minute because 2 of my roommates, who I had cleared it with in advance, decided that they needed to be there for that week. And it was rough because I thought we were all going to make about $1,400, and I definitely felt bad for the guests having to cancel on them last minute, but ultimately had no choice other than to cancel my guest bookings. But if you're not me and you have a better way of going about it, then give it a shot. Number 3, become a virtual assistant. This is a cool way to earn some extra money doing relatively simple tasks for people that need help with online work. They may need help answering emails, drafting articles, editing blog posts, inputting data in spreadsheets, and relatively other straightforward tasks that they will pay someone an hourly wage to handle for them. You can create a profile on sites like Upwork and offer your services to people who need part-time help. If you have experience in any particular industry, then try to promote yourself as a virtual assistant for that specific industry, because it'll be a lot easier to get started for you. Other places you can post your services are sites like Fiverr.com and Freelancer.com. Number 4, flip stuff from Craigslist free. So here's an idea that I actually got from Gary Vee, and you guys may have heard of it. You can literally go to Craigslist and click on the free section, and it will list all of the free stuff that's being offered in your local area. And it's usually things like couches, office furniture, tables, utensils, and other items that are worth a little bit, but people don't want to bother trying to sell. It might be something that's worth $50, like an office chair, or perhaps a $100 coffee table, just not worth some people's time. You can offer to come pick up some of these items and then immediately turn around and post it for sale. It's like using people's old but usable stuff to scoop up some inventory and then selling them for a profit margin. Post them on sites like eBay, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace, and you'll surely get some interest. You know, those people may not want the $50 for the chair or the $100 for the table, but that's yours for the taking. Number 5, design logos and websites. This is one that does require a little bit of skill and talent, but surprisingly not as much as you'd think. It's super easy to set up a website these days with platforms such as Wix and WordPress, and I do not consider myself a naturally technical person at all, and I was able to set up my first website over 9 years ago, and it took me really just a couple of weeks to figure out how to do it. Obviously, if you already know how to set up a website, then you're already good to go, but if not, then find some videos on YouTube to learn how to do so, and offer that service to professionals and new businesses that need a website or perhaps need an upgraded website. If you're looking for some design work, you can do so on platforms such as Upwork, Fiverr, and 99 Designs. Number 6, write freelance articles. Writing articles on a freelance basis is another option for people who are wanting to do web work without any design or graphic skills. Typically, if you don't have the DNA for design, then you're not a half bad writer, and you can probably put together some good pieces in the form of articles and blog posts. Businesses and publishing companies are constantly looking for quality content, and they don't want to go through the pain of creating it themselves. Business owners typically like to fashion themselves too busy to make time for things like posting on their blog, but they know the importance of it for PR purposes in our modern world. You can either offer yourself up as a writer on various topics, if you have the ability to write well on any topic and can do quick research to put stories together on whatever you find, or you can choose to niche down into specific topics and only create articles and posts for specific niches. If so, choose a niche that you know a lot about already and start cold emailing small operators in that industry, offering to help write articles and expand their web presence. Make sure you're also creating a profile on places like LinkedIn and Upwork.com, and start reaching out and growing your network in your chosen niche. Number 7, become a resume writer. A resume writer is a great way to make some extra cash. People are willing to pay $50, $70, sometimes $200 for you to organize a professional-looking resume for them. People obsess about their resume because they know a fantastic one is key to getting the job that they want. If you've had a lot of jobs in the past and have picked up a thing or two when it comes to creating resumes, consider offering this service. It will always be needed and there will always be a demand for it, especially during times of economic instability when lots of people are out of work and people are trying to do whatever it is they can do to stand out from the pack of other job seekers. And the best part about this service is that once you get a good template together, you can just use that over and over again. Find your clients by offering your service throughout social media and setting up a website or a landing page, as well as offering the service through places like Fiverr.com, and then just have them send you all the information that they want on the resume and plug that into your template. This is a service you can get paid well for and provide people in a matter of 15 to 20 minutes in some cases. And number 8, create an ebook or an online course. This is something that I have quite a bit of experience with, and to be honest, I think this market is actually dying to an extent, in a sense that I think people are tired of all the internet marketers and other people on the internet constantly trying to hawk their $1,000 courses every 5 minutes and get you to pay them $1,500 a month for coaching and all that type of stuff. But if you have something that people want to learn and are able to package it into a course of some form, then people will absolutely still pay you for it. I recommend getting trained on how to create a solid online course, and you can find all sorts of information on how to do that on YouTube, but the best places to start are platforms such as Udemy and Teachable.com, where you can simply upload some videos and offer them for sale in the form of a course. The marketing and the promotion of the course is up to you, of course, and to be honest, this is not the type of thing that you typically see results for overnight. But if you have some knowledge that people are willing to spend money on to learn, people will pay you for it, and this can eventually turn into a very lucrative business for you. So that's it, you guys. Those are my 8 favorite online side hustles to do here in 2020. If you have any questions whatsoever, or if you feel like I missed any pieces of information, you can drop your question or comment down in the comment sections below, and I'm happy to answer it. And of course, if you like this video, it would mean the world to me if you could hit that like button down below. Helps me as I continue to try and grow my audience and try and build up this channel. And of course, if you want to join the community and see other cool videos, things on topics like real estate, investing, entrepreneurship, and online marketing, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much and have a great day.